My name is Kevin Slaughter. I am a network administrator for a health clinic in Arizona for about 10,000 employees. We've had Umbrella implemented for about 2 years. We use Umbrella to kind of monitor user activity, make sure that our staff aren't clicking on malicious links, and also protecting us, like being more proactive on links that are already known that may cause harm, potential hacks. Just overall keeping everything in a safe box. We had a lot of challenges with staff clicking on ad links, just random Google search links. With most staff, they want to shop during the day while they're in their downtime. So just clicking on random links and then causing potential network issues, bugs, causing network downs. So Umbrella has helped us limit that. The best feature is the visibility. We're able to see specific usernames of like whoever clicked on a certain link, and also gives us a kind of a threat detection level. It allows us more to kind of maintain who's doing what they shouldn't be doing. I think the most valuable asset for it is giving us ability to categorize who should have access to what type of sites. It provided our organization more stability. So we don't have staff, even though they would like to shop certain links, it gives us an option to kind of educate them, like, hey, some of these links, just don't click on those. We are pretty lenient, like we understand people want to shop and do other things at work, as long as we try to keep it work related, but safe. As far as the IT staff of it, everyone else really just wants to be able to just click and do what they do, just like at home. But for the IT side of it in the organization, it does benefit us from limiting all of the extra activity. It does give us some comfortability that we aren't going to wake up or even come in the afternoon and the whole network is down because someone wanted to buy some shoes, or they clicked on a malicious email and just caused a chain reaction. It's very important for our organization to support the hybrid workers because we're a health clinic and a lot of staff are going to be away, but with COVID numbers still out there, we want to be able to provide the same support that we did before COVID. We want to give the same flexibility, same availability to our patients that we had in the past. Being remote or having users hybrid, it does give us a different range of opportunities to implement different, I would say, workflows. Where they can reach out, more telecommunication, more video conferencing, rather than having a patient drive out to a site to seek support. We can do just remote assistance. And with the Umbrella, it still gives us the opportunity to be secure through those communication links. So this solution does give us a single pane of glass for this particular instance. We do have several products implemented that we do manage, which this hasn't integrated yet, but we have just been made aware about the SecureX implementation. So we are looking into implementing that and bringing that into another single pane of glass, but with more options available. It saves time. It saves effort and headache, having to open up multiple links, going to different dashboards, troubleshooting different areas. This does have a lot of options available for us to see who's doing what trends, what errors, we can set up our alerting through there as well. So it's definitely a great dashboard. We don't really have metrics at this particular time for it, but just from the past troubleshooting, having to diagnose like maybe 5 different areas, this saves us a lot of time, a lot of effort with isolating the actual issue. We can just open up Umbrella, go to the specific area that we feel is impacted, or just look at one of the key dashboards that are on the portal and identify the issue. The dashboard, the single pane is very helpful, it's very visual. With having everything straightforward there, it's definitely important for management. So even when our reporting, if we have to bring it up to upper management, like why is this product beneficial for us, this gives us a good breakdown and a lot of details available for us. It's very easy to maintain network connectivity with Umbrella. Before we were having a lot of issues, but since Umbrella has been implemented, we really haven't had to touch it. It's kind of self-sufficient. Yeah, the solution doesn't require pretty much any maintenance unless you're just doing typical checks, upgrades, or just being proactive on different areas. But for the most part, once it's deployed, you give it about a week or two to check your levels, check to make sure everything is the way that you intend the product to work. The support has been really good. We've only had to utilize, well, from my end, my perspective, I only had to utilize support about 3 times. Yeah, so it's been more of a training area, like how do I get to this area and what does this actually do? How can this benefit me? And from there, it still has been stable and smooth and doing everything that we expected it to do. I'll give their tech support about 10. Yeah. Yeah, we just did one deployment through a virtual machine, and then that manages all of our routers and all of our users. Yeah, so we haven't had to do like multi-site configurations or deployments. It goes towards the organization, uploads all of our users and all of our statistics, and kind of maintains from there. The solution is a lot more proactive. So it does have its own features where it kind of constantly uploads known threats and blocks those. So it takes a lot of the guesswork out of our environment, but also gives us opportunity if there are some kind of questionable links. It gives us opportunity to kind of diagnose those without it impacting the environment. As far as the IT infrastructure team of it, like we're all happy with the product. It definitely takes a lot of load off of our plate. We don't have to deal with certain sites being blocked. We have been able to set expectations on these particular users have access to these types of sites, and certain sites are just blocked. That's just the company standard. So, you know, coming from the staff perspective, they want to be able to just browse freely, but we were able to set those expectations and guidelines that we're working in the best efforts and speaking in the best interests of the sites. We had a different overall firewall solution, which was a Sophos firewall. But since we migrated away from that, we implemented the Firepower firewall, and then in addition to that, added an Umbrella. The reliability wasn't really there, with Sophos always having issues, even from the endpoint perspective. We had issues across the board, and it was management's decision to look into a new solution. Yeah, I'm not sure of the actual cost that went into it, but it's definitely a productive product for us. It's very great. Once it's been deployed and do your due diligence, making sure that everything is communicating and in sync, we've hardly had to touch it. For our environment, it doesn't seem to have any issues with the amount of users and staff, and we have been constantly growing since we've deployed it without any impact. No negative impact is forecasted. So far, I haven't seen any areas that it needs improvement. As far as what we needed to do, is doing just that. It's comfortable for us. It's working beyond our expectations. Something on our end that might make it better is alerting going to our ticketing system. It's not something that we have discussed, but that would be a proactive option for us to maybe provide a learning experience for the staff. I rate it a 10. It's been functioning very efficiently and effectively, and it's doing everything we needed to do. It takes a lot of load off of our team.